So here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off the Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proving ground tonight. One of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again, back on the proving ground tonight. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George "Rush" St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands blew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Hall of Famer George "Rush" St-Pierre steps inside the octagon. He looks ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
With respect to Matt Hughes and everybody else, this is a matchup of the two best welterweight champions in UFC history, and you gotta feel good for Kamaru Usman. He wanted this George St-Pierre fight, and it has finally materialized for him too.
Usman feels like this is the last step. This is the last hurdle to cross in order to truly stand alone at the top of the welterweight division's history. It is going to be much easier to say than it will be to do, because George St-Pierre is a beast. And this is the guy that changed mixed martial arts for all time. He can do it all, man. I cannot wait for this one.
Oh, big head kick there. All right, early action here. We'll see how soon George St-Pierre can get one of his patented takedowns, but it all works off of the jab that you saw right there.
It does. I mean, he does. He has a beautiful jab. And I've seen him do so much damage with that jab. You know, I keep calling back to fights, but I remember him and Josh Koscheck. The moment the fight started, bang, jab, broken orbital bone. If Koscheck in Canada, fight's over. George St-Pierre does not throw a range-finding jab. He throws that jab with malicious intent.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit.
His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurts people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
he's gonna go to sleep. It's over.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air. Used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense.
Oh, that's gotta be it. Oh, no.
That's in so deep. Oh, my goodness.
Here's the tap.
Oh my God!
Your winner by submission.
Oh, boy.
Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call his shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlights.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, we go back inside the octagon to the veteran voice once more. He is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, George Rush!